Hello Leo, kia ora koutou katoa, and welcome to my YouTube channel and or my Facebook page if you've come across this video on Facebook. So first of all, as always, thank you to everybody who has subscribed and or followed me on my Facebook page and liked my page. I encourage you to connect with both because they have different content on both platforms that, you know, is more suitable for either, you know, one platform more than the other. So, and then that way you can catch up with what it is I'm going to be doing in the future, any workshops, courses, or where I'm traveling to do readings from. So, yeah, so let me know. Let me know if, okay, where are they going? Oh, yeah, okay, let me know if, where are they going? I'm kind of being stopped there or blocked. It's like maybe there's something going on there. It's like you're asking for information and let me know what you want me to do, or let me know where you are, or let me know if you want me to come your way, you know, or let me know if, so there's something, let me know what you want. Let me know what you, what you need. So there's something that's going on like that. So, because I'm kind of feeling like stopped. It's like, oh, I don't know where I'm going with that one. And it is, and I am going to travel around. So there may be something that you, there's a let me know, but you may be balking at going and doing it for some reason. So you're asking, you're putting yourself out there to let people know that you're available to help, but then you don't really want to do it. It's like, you know what I mean? So it's like, there's something that's like that. Not that it's what I don't really want to do it, because I do want to go out there for me. So it's kind of like, it's about the timing and, okay, that's where, okay, so I'm hearing issue. It's the issue around the timing and the availability and that sort of thing. So that could be something that is going on for you as well. So, and when I'm going to be out that way, or when you're going to be out that way. So it's about planning, okay? So what I'm hearing like Spirit is saying is just be mindful what you do communicate to people, and not over offer yourself, okay? This is where they're going with that. So with you, and like, so you're not using using too much energy overthinking things, and, you know, overthinking things about what ifs and stuff like that. So and it's by sticking to your plan, not somebody else's plan, okay? Because there may be some of you that are running around after others and say, oh yeah, let me know if you need any help, but then they ask you for help and it's like, shit, I can't do it. So you start to begin to feel guilty or something like that. So that's where they're going with that, let me know. Also with some of the other stuff that, if that relates to you, that was just mentioned a moment ago. So anyway, back to my introduction. So anyway, so just to let you know that these reads, and we'll remind everybody that these reads are general, so they may or may not resonate with you. So just take what does and leave what doesn't. They are also suitable for those of you who are watching for Leo, and Leo is in your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus sign, okay? So if you don't know what your other signs are, which is what I was going to say before, just check out one of your other signs. If you don't understand what all or some of the reading that comes up, or the messages that come up for you, it is really helpful to find out, check with the other signs, because it might bring it all together for you, okay? Not all of them, but some of them. So feel with that, you know, feel about which one you may need to go to, so to find out a bit more information, okay? So anyway, the other thing is that I am available for readings and or to take readings and or healings, bookings for healings in online or in person in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, give me a buzz, and you know, there's my contact details are in the description box below. So the other thing is that if you don't know what your other signs are, there is a link in the description box below that will take you to a website that has a calculator on there that will work it out for you, and you can have a peruse at that, and have a discover as well about other aspects or other sides of you energetically that are connected to you, okay? Anyway, so today I'm going to be using my Sacred Earth Oracle deck and my trusty tarot deck as well, but first of all I'm going to go to the Starman deck, my new deck, which I absolutely love. And I feel like I've been waiting for this deck to find me, and vice versa for us to find each other's, because I really, really super resonate with it. So I am using, because I've only just purchased this, and I I really like the theme that they've got with these cards. And I mean, I love my other cards as well, but there's a shift in the energy with those to these, and so that's why they're going to come out next. It's like they're going to be my clarifiers, you could say, or our clarifiers, okay, for these ones. So anyway, so this Starman deck is really, like I say, resonating with me. So I've actually, you know, shuffled the cards, and these cards have fallen out for you so far. So anyway, first of all, the Ace of Cups. So I've actually had to make some notes, so I kind of like get the essence of what each card is about, especially the ones that that I feel are really pertinent. Anyway, so Ace of Cups is the first card out, okay? And so where are they going with that? Where are we going? Okay. So there's a new beginning, or a new feeling of what is, of the way that you're thinking and feeling about things, okay, especially emotionally, okay? So it's like there is something going on with, where are they going? There's some other, they're kind of like, it's maybe you're resisting something, because I'm feeling not so much a block, but there is a block with you, and it's like you may be resisting looking or viewing at something. So it's leaving yourself open, okay? So the Ace of Cups is about, you know, I overflow with the essence of life. So it's like allowing yourself to get back into the essence of life, and there's a new beginning in the way that you're feeling and you're thinking, like emotionally. And it's kind of like, I feel like some of you maybe need to like click yourself out of something. So it's flowing, you know, basically flowing with the essence of life. So there's something emotional that's going on there. And when you see this energy here in this card, it's like there's something about the beginning of something new, okay? And then it's like flowing, and look, you can see the energy just flowing out of there, okay? In there. It's absolutely beautiful. So we'll see what the other ones come. It's because the Tower comes in here as the next one, and the Tower is about, you know, it's about, you know, letting go of you know, old belief systems and patterns, and, you know, thoughts that you've grown up. So you're releasing something that is that no longer serves you any purpose for your highest good. So the theme with the Tower in this deck is, I know that radical transformation is required of me. So there may be a little bit of resistance there, but I'm just feeling like, you know, or like contemplation. So there's a shift going into a new stage of something that you're working on at the moment. And it could be to do with, and it's like, you know, whether it's something that you're balking at, going into beginning a new business, or starting a new project, or beginning a new job, or a new relationship. There's something about, there's some emotional attachment, or beginning of, you know, there's in your new relationship, or, you know, or the new business could be something like just expanding on that. And because the times that we are in now, let's face it, there is some uncertainty, or a lot of uncertainty, depending on how we look at it. With, you know, with work and businesses and things like that. But it's like, there's a new way of thinking and feeling about that, where it's like, okay, it is what it is. It will be what it will be, but, you know, and I'm not going to let that overrun me, okay? And so this is where they're going with that, you know, I overflow with the essence of life, okay? And not allowing, you know, our emotions to stop us, but to feel it, to go with it, and do it with love, and look past what is the other stuff that's going on, and live your life in this now, in this moment, okay? And it's helping you to break free of some limiting belief patterns and thought patterns and things like that, and even like physical, you know, patterns that you've been doing as well. So the Sacred Clown is the Fool. So he's generally about, you know, the Fool is about the, you know, taking a leap of faith. So, and, you know, this one is the theme is, I laugh at the game of life. And interestingly enough, it's like, you know, and the message in the book with this one is basically, you know, our primordial energy of nature is beyond good and evil, right and wrong. So ultimately, you have nothing to lose, which is where that the leap of faith comes. So we're always looking at something, what could be, what is right and what is wrong, and, what is bad and what is evil. So it's kind of like, at the end of the day, that's where they're going with that leap of faith. It's like, for a lot of things, it's like we stop ourselves, and yet, you know what, we've got nothing to lose but having faith in ourselves and, and whatever it is, because you can make another decision. So basically the clown here is, or the fool is here to also, he arrives to shock and shake you out of what you think is true. And that's, so you have those three cards that are the anchor cards for today, for this week, which is interesting. So then we have the Nine of Cups after that, which is interesting because the Nine of Cups is, in this deck, is, well, it's the same as in the other deck, but they have a different way of explaining it, and I really love it. And it's like going into that, I am lavished by the good things, and I'm lavished by the good things in life. So it's looking really at all the things that you have in life, all the good things and in life, and celebrating and lavishing that. Because I do feel like within this card too, it's like there's something, there's a nine is like there's something, that a cycle, that's something coming to an end, but it's more in the way that you see things, you do things. So it's about, you realizing that actually, you are attractor of good fortune wherever you go. And it's about expecting and receiving the best. And also about like celebrating life. Like you may be at the stage where you're celebrating life and, peace, love, harmony, joy more so than you ever have had before. So, and like guilt-free, guilt-free and, with everything and anything, you're just living life in the way, in the way that you want to be living it. So that's what that energy is, and I really love that. So it's kind of like, see, what I love about it is all these symbols in there, and then the cup, and it's the cup of life, or the cups of life, and you're living it, knowing that you are abundant, and you not abundant, but you receive good because you expect to receive the best. You've gone into that nature and you've felt it. You've felt it, you've seen it, you've received it, you've given it. As well. So that's what the nine is about. So there's that sort of epiphany there. Some of you may not be there yet. Some of you are maybe still on your way to there, but it's knowing that, I feel it's letting you know that when we're in that space, that's what can happen. Okay, because then we have the Prince of Wands. And the Prince of Wands is about, I passionately set out to conquer. And what he means by that is overcome everything everything in big, bold leaps and steps. Okay, basically, he's putting himself out there. He's, shifting his energy, and it's kind of like, but I want to say, and moving forward. So it's like stepping into that energy and walking with that energy to achieve what it is that he wants to achieve, to get, because that's what, the goal is, to be in that space. In that space. So then we have the Two of Cups. Okay, so now the Two of Cups is about, I merge with the beloved. Okay, and when they're talking about that, it's like when we merge, we start to reveal, extraordinary things in the ordinary. So it's about seeing and being and feeling, you start to experience that. Like when all this happens, it's like, when we're in that space, to getting to that space, we see all that. So when we become more, we step into what we want to overcome, and we do that, and then we allow our minds and our feelings to go into this, our emotions to see and feel, and what is the extraordinary in the ordinary. We bring that out, we find that, and we realize that actually everything is extraordinary. It's kind of looking for that or feeling, going into that. So, and then we have the Death card, which is, there's a transfer, and that was on the side, as with the Seven of Cups was on its side as well. So obviously the Death card is, is about transformation as well. So something is there, something is moving. There's maybe a whole lot of anxieties and fears and things about, you know, and limiting belief patterns again and thoughts, but there's something about, because the death is about a rebirth or a new beginning as well. So, and it's about, you know, I know that this too shall pass, okay? And it will. So it was on its side. So it tells me that there's some sort of movement. There's some sort of movement to turning that around. Whatever like funny little, depressive state you were in. And I'm, you know, when I say funny, I'm not making light of it. It's just because I know it is real because I've been through it myself. But I'm just shifting the energy. Spirit like to shift the energy because we can find ourselves in this funny little, you know, wonky little space. And it's like at times, and it's the trick is not to allow us to stay in there. So, and then so I'm turning it right round. So when you're on that, you know, you're on that way, you're letting it go, you're releasing it, you're acknowledging it. And then the Seven of Cups was on with that when it came out on its side as well. So the Seven of Cups is I use my imagination. And so some of you, so it's about, you know, like going into meditation as for an example, and using your visualization and your imagination to help you to shift into what it is that you're wanting to create. So some of you, on saying that too, could be doing, because they're just showing me dreams, and they talked about that in the explanation of this book. So some of you may have dreams and that are guiding you, and or some of you may go into altered states. So it's either dreams or altered states in that, so that you may go into. So that will bring about, you know, an awareness of discovery, basically. So I'm turning that around because the Seven of Cups is there to help you, is there talking about, you know, experiencing and discovering things in a different way. And some of us, it is through dream state or altered state, okay? So not saying that altered state, go out and buy a whole lot of drugs and do that. So altered state could be more so meditation or dream, okay? Just saying. So they're going through that is, you know, that's a Seven, which makes me, which is interesting because it's not normally how I would explain it, which is why I'm really intrigued with these cards, because it's brought a different energy or a new energy to the readings, to the session, to the vibration that we are in anyway. So, but there is definitely something where there is movement there. Okay, awesome. So let me see the Seven of Cups. What else have we got here? Oh, there's something that's, I'm going to take that one. Okay, then we have the Empress to finish off that up, you know, to as the last few cards here. So the Empress has come out, and she's about, you know, let me see, because she's pregnant there. So there's a rebirth in there. There's something new. She's about newness and fertility. And then there's the field, and she's about, she's harvesting there as well. She's harvested her, you know, her crop. And it's like there's ready, it's like she's gone through a process and she's figured it out. She's given, planted the seeds, and now she's receiving. And she's in fertility again, you know, she's fertile again, and she's actually with creativity, but not just as in pregnancy, is, you know, expanding the world. That says the growth and the population in the world. So, but it's about fertility, so it's about something, beginning something new. And, you know, that whole cycle, which is she is about. It's also about, you know, and finding that security in there. So I'm just looking at that in the background, that everything is, she's in this place of contentment and security, and abundance. It's like she's gone through the cycle. So it's like, which is kind of like in a way with the Nine of Cups, but she's rounding it all up. It's like, but it's whatever you're doing is keep doing it, or skip onto that, into that way of thinking or being with the messages that have come in here. And we're taking another look. And then we're going to have the King of Pentacles, who is about, you know, financial security and stability, but he's also, you know, that leadership, you know, there, and he works hard. He's showing, you know, this is the King of Pentacles. He's in his element now, and not just financially, but that too. abundance financially, but also in all areas of life is where they're talking about that. So it's a light in creating that stability and that foundation for family, but also being able to provide, you know, the security in the financial way as well. So there's something about that going on. So whether you're a male or a female, either way, the Empress comes up and the King comes up too. King of Pentacles comes up to show you that and to let you know that, you know, with all that work that you've been doing, that this is possible. Because that is like, you know, your dream, you know, of being there, and this abundance is there that you can do it. I mean, you may have gone into this really funny space, and it's like I say, then we have the King of Swords. It's like he's like grounded now, and he's like, you may have been feeling a little bit ungrounded, but he's like, but he is, and he's like cut loose. He's in control of his thoughts, and he's more in his space of like, what can I do to make and create the what it is where I want to be, you know, what I want to experience in my life, that sort of thing. Whether it's, you know, amazing health, wealth and prosperity in all areas of life, with my family, you know, and for my family. So there's those two and the Empress there. So there's something, you know, that's coming, that you're like, that's coming, or there for you if you want it, but you've just got to put the energy into it. Whoa. And break through some, you know, your personal barriers, basically, as well as some, you know, physical barriers. But once you get through the personal ones, it opens the door for us to be allowed ourselves to move through the physical ones. It might not happen overnight, but it will happen if we keep moving. And that's what I feel like these last three cards from the other tarot deck are saying. Renewal. Oh my gosh. What are the renewal? Okay, so there's a lot of renewal there. And renewal in the way that you're thinking, feeling, being, doing. Okay. Then we have rediscovery. Oh my God. Rediscovery. So it's like there's a rediscovery of you, but in things around you. It's like you've put yourself away, some of you, not all of you, or you've put something away. Could be like a talent or an ability, a gift, if you like to call it, and it's time to bring it back out of it again. So, and which will bring something else out about you, within you, that you've maybe like tucked away. So it's kind of like you're going there. So there's a rediscovery and discovery in that. Okay, perspective, and that's because it's about changing your perspective. You'll get there. So because I'm feeling like this little girl here, and or little boy, whichever way you like to look at it. So whether you're a male or a female, there is a rediscovery of you, the inner child, the inner being, you know, the little boy or the little girl that is within you, that innocence, and also that childlike energy where you just go out and you just like feel the love and do it anyway. Well, you don't even think about that. You just go and do it. So there's something about like stepping into that energy, because it'll change your life like right now. Okay. And perspective. So that with that change of perspective that will come about. Yay. And you know, and you may get some resistance about what you're doing, how you're doing it, and oh my God, are you sure, and that sort of thing. But that's for you to work through. And it's like, this is about you honoring yourself and not letting, because some of those people or things aren't really there around you, but this is your life and you need to live it, or we need to live it the way we want to live it. Okay. With love, peace, harmony, joy, excitement and adventure, of course. And prosperity and abundance. It's there. And you are you can make that happen. You are making that happen. Absolutely amazing. So anyway, I am going to leave that there with you, Leo. And my amazing spiritual team, the Zion energy, and my galactic energies, friends, whānau, and family, and the energy of Leo. We leave you with lots of love, peace, harmony, joy, excitement, adventure, and prosperity in abundance. Okay, bye for now. We'll see you next Tuesday.